Celsius. I made it through Ottawa. This morning when we left home, it was negative 19, and it's too cold for the salt to melt the ice and snow. It's below negative 18, I think. I think negative 18 Celsius is 0 Fahrenheit. I see here that there's black ice on the shoulders all the way. But the roads are clean. So we've left Ottawa and we're in this beautiful area between Ottawa and Montreal that's just woods. It's very nice. You know, we have the option of going to Palmyra Temple in Palmyra, New York, or Montreal. Every time I think, well, we're going to go to Palmyra, I give up. I change my mind and we don't do it. Because I don't know if you're familiar with the Great Lakes. They're huge bodies of water. They're between Canada and the United States. Oh, thank you, Fast. I love the jacket I'm wearing. It's a coat. It's a long coat. It goes down below my knees. I thought it was time to have a coat that I could wear in public. Because, you know, in society, they expect you to fit in. They judge you by what you look like. Dress for success, they say. I think it's a little crock. Hi, Daphne. Nice to see you. So I was saying that when we go to Palmyra, we often end up canceling because the Great Lakes have not been frozen solid. Once they're frozen, that's my sweetheart, Willem. He had to take care of children last night till about 1 in the morning. And then he got home about 1 in the morning. So he didn't get much sleep. When we go, we have 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock sessions, and it's a long drive, so we have to get up at 5:30. So I always let him sleep in the car when we drive, because I'm always up about 5:30 or 6. Sometimes I lay in bed doing stuff, but mostly I'm awake by then. Of course, whenever the sun rises, it makes you tired. You know that, right? Anyway, about those Great Lakes and the being frozen, not being frozen. It means that when the wind comes across the lakes, it picks up moisture and it comes down as snow on the end of the lake. So we have to drive through all that to get down to. We go straight down on Highway I-81 to Syracuse, and then we turn and go west. Not as far as Syracuse. About an hour less than Syracuse. I guess it's midway between Syracuse and Rochester. Did I say Syracuse or Rochester? Anyways, Rochester. And we go to Palmyra, where the church began, where Joseph Smith had an amazing experience and answer to his prayers. Gets so dirty when we drive through Ottawa because there's such a lot of spray from the wet road. And the wet roads are wet because of salt that's melted the snow. You know, we really don't have much snow. I mean, I remember roads that the snow drifts, the snow banks on both are. They're taller than the snowplow. Did you know that a snowplow has two blades on it? One to do the road, and the second one, which is, it extends out farther and it does the shoulder. And it can be raised up and down, so if there's a really high snowbank, they can raise it up and cut the snowbank in half. Because it's hard to push a whole lot of snow, even for a snowplow. I was in the middle of saying something and then the internet went off. There's this section between Ottawa and Montreal. There's no internet. So this is kind of a big weekend. Will and I are going to go to Montreal to the temple today. We're going to do 2 sessions together. And then Mary Jane is going to meet me there. She's got a timeshare an hour north of Montreal. So we're going to stay this morning and then I think we'll attend again this evening. And we'll go up to her place and stay overnight and come back on Saturday morning tomorrow and work all day in the temple again. And then we'll go back up there and stay overnight and explore around Lake Morenci a bit. But Willem is going to drop me off, right? Like, he's going to stay with me in the temple for today. But Mary Jane is also coming, so Willem will take the car home and I'll stay with Mary Jane. And then I'll try and make some videos of us together. You always like that, don't you? And then we'll go, she'll drop me off at home on her way home. She lives Toronto ward. So I have some big news. So Daniel and Anna, she's from Vietnam, and he's lived in Vietnam for 7 years, right? And he went to China, lived there for a little while, and went to Japan and stayed there for a little while. Anyway, so they're used to it being really hot all the time. So winter has been quite a challenge. Well, not only winter, but we really live out in the boonies. And, they're not used to being where there's no people. I mean, one of the great things about the boonies is there are no people. There's just a few. And I know all the people back in the woods. Most of them. But they don't. And so for them, there's no people anywhere. They never see people, just me. And Willem. And Abe. Anyway, so last year was quite a depressing year for them, or for at least for her. She was not used to the low light and the short days and the cold and the no people. She's not thrilled with Canada. And Daniel wants to build a house in the woods somewhere. So anyway, so they went to Mexico for a month, or 2 months. Jesus. Every time I clean the windshield, is it freezing up? It's negative 15. Our windshield washer fluid is supposed to be good to negative 40. But that was freezing over every time I did it. Go to sleep, Willem. Anyway, so they went away for 2 months and they We're very busy down there. They go to the cafe and spend the day working from home on the cafe, at the cafe. And then they spend a lot of time diving, free diving and diving and snorkeling and eating the food in the cafe. They really love tacos now. Anyway, so they've been home for a week. And now they want to go to Bali because that's right next to Vietnam. And they can, get this is very interesting, they can rent a place and buy food and do whatever they're going to do for less than it costs just to buy groceries in Canada. Like with us, they don't have to pay for accommodations, electricity, water, internet. They do pay for their phones. So they don't have any of those expenses. They just buy food. But he likes to buy a lot of meat. And so the meat in Canada is very expensive, and over there it's very, very cheap. Anyway, so they eat meat and vegetables. Anyway, so they're going to go over there for a couple months anyway. Come back when they can garden here. So they wanted me to come with them. They wanted me to come with them to Mexico, but I had commitments here I couldn't do. And so now they want me to come with them to Bali. And I was thinking, well, no, I have commitments here, you know. We have grandchildren. We have things we need to do. But then I started thinking about the amount of days that I actually take care of grandchildren, and realized that, you know, when Scarlett wanted me to come to Germany, she was getting married in Germany, and I thought, oh, I can't go to Germany, that's way too far. And Mary Jane said, yes, you have to go. So I went. And I went every 2 years, I guess. I went for a few years. Anyway, so they want me to come. So I've decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to Bali. It's not as expensive as I would have thought. It's like $1,800 round trip. That's almost nothing compared to what it would. I mean, that's pay more than that to go to Holland. Pay almost that to go to the other end of the country. Well, I see the sun on the horizon. I may need my glasses. So about going to Bali. So I'm looking at flights. And if I go through Turkey, it's $1,400. But Willem says, no, don't go through Turkey. Turkey has a dictator and has a lot of civil uprisings. Lots of little wars that could break out. So, okay, I thought it was going to be fun to see Turkey. So now my options are going through Hong Kong or Amsterdam or Seoul, Korea or Vancouver and Singapore. So what do I want to do? Where do I want to go through? Because the prices are all pretty close. How come you're awake a little? Am I waking you up? it is, that beautiful sunshine, big round ball. The morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. Okay, so I guess I slowed down a lot. How come you're awake, Dylan? Go to sleep. I got things here. Figure that out. And what time of day do I want to leave and what time of day do I want to come back? Because those are also different options. Which airport do I want to leave from? Do I want to go from Montreal? Like, could we go to the temple for the day and then... but I don't think that they fly out that day. I think you'd have to stay over. Anyway, and the length of the trip, it's a 30-hour flight or 30-hour time. I think it's 15-hour flight is one of them. So it would be nice to have a window seat because you can see out the window, but I'll probably need to get up and walk around the plane a lot, at least once every hour. Looking at the dates, I'm going to go help somebody out down near Toronto for a week. And I could go right after that. But I'm going to wait a few days. So I thought I'd leave at the beginning of March and come back the beginning of April. But usually when I go anywhere, after 10 days, I'm ready to be at home again. It loses its appeal after 10 days. So do I really want to stay a month? So we're going to go to Bali, but we can also take little flights. It only costs $100 or something to go to Vietnam from Bali. So we could do that. These are the things on my mind. Also, I used to be a travel writer. So in order to have a free trip somewhere, I don't need to have a free trip, but in order to be on a press trip where they're showing you everything that goes on, and then you write about it, I think it would be really nice if I contacted the tourism department and asked them about a press trip. Could I join a press trip that's going on during that month? When they bring writers to their destinations, and then they put them up in the finest hotels and dine them in the finest restaurants and take them to the back scenes of all of the attractions. I remember being in Corpus Christi and being shown the upcoming seahorse exhibit. That was fascinating. But now you have to also have an outlet, somebody that's going to take your article. So Entertainment Today in Los Angeles has always been my go-to publication. So I guess I'll contact them and see if they will take articles from this trip. I could write articles about Vietnam and about Bali. Who knows, maybe we'll go to Indonesia, to Jakarta or Sumatra, or I don't know. We'll be over there. We could just travel around if we want. have time to plan. So isn't that exciting? Very exciting. In case you didn't know, in case you couldn't tell. I love this coat, but I've gotten so big I can't wear thick stuff under it. So I have a thin thing under it. Show you what it looks like. Big. My thumb will cover it, so it can't be that big. The windows are all dirty. They're a little bit frosted up. You have to keep the heat up above. You can heat the floor and up here, and then you can have your little vent here facing out onto the window. Winter sunrises are interesting, especially when it's very cold. It's -19 again. The reason we didn't go to Palmyra the other day was because it was -24. And you're no safer at -19 than you are at -24. But I don't like being in the United States when it dangerous. You know, here we have CAA, which is Canadian Automobile Association.
We have AAA in the States.
Oh, we have AAA in the States? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well that makes it.
Actually, I got a discount in the hotel when I was in Georgia.
In Georgia?
Meet you up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a discount.
Takes away one problem. It's quite a problem. And also, if you have any medical issues, like we have health insurance that would cover us when we're down there, but it's a lot of trouble to phone the insurance company before you're treated. You know, they might not cover, or they'll cover certain things but not others. And it's just too much stress. But here, everything is covered, no matter what. Everything for no matter how long, how much it costs. If we've got pre-existing conditions, we will never join the United States because we would not want to give that up. All my life here, people have said they don't go down there because of that danger of anything. They would never want to move down there. Of course, a lot of people do go down and visit and travel and such. But it's very important to buy health insurance, especially as you get older and the risks are higher. You're pretty well off when you're a kid. Not many things goes wrong. Things go. So when I said that I would come to Bali, Daniel and Anna were both so happy. They thought it was so awesome. They're going to show me all the things they do. We'll take taxis everywhere, they said, which is a motorbike. They said Daniel will be able to drive a motorbike and take one passenger. So I'll have to take a taxi motorbike. I would just as soon drive the motorbike myself, but I would probably do a terrible job. I would probably do. I mean, I'm scared enough to ride on the back of somebody else's motorbike. And over there, I think they have lots of people clinging to one motorbike. Anyway, so we're going to stay in a little village where she has friends. And we're going to go down to take taxis to the beach. Take motorbikes to the beach. They wanted me to fly with them. They thought that would be best. But I can't get away at that time because I'm taking care of this friend down there in Toronto. And that's very long trip, and I will have nobody to take care of me otherwise. But I think I'm all right to take care of myself. I think that I'm really good at all this. My biggest problem is that if I sit for 15 hours on the flight and then try to get up and move, that might be a big problem. I should probably have one of those. I should probably go in as handicapped, and then I can ride around on one of those little devices, the little mobile thing that drives you around in the airport. Maybe I should find out more about that first, see what is available in the different airports. Because walking a long way, I mean, I'm trying to get my body in good shape so I can do things. So I'm certainly not always handicapped. But there are definitely times when I am. Maybe I'll take my handicap thing so I can show it to people in case I need help and I can't speak the language. It's a lot to think about. Also, I may know people over there. I may know members of the church. I may know people from YouTube that live in Bali. I'll have to ask around on you guys. I have to look up Indonesia and check out who's in my YouTubers book. That would be fun to meet people. Also, I have to be careful not to dress like I'm rich. Like if I wouldn't wear this coat. Of course, it's too hot to wear a coat anyway, but I would be very careful to not make myself look well off. But I think that the blonde hair, I don't know. Anyway, when Anna heard I was gonna go, she said, "We could go meet my mom. You could meet my mom." That would be so cool to go to Vietnam and meet her parents. I would love to see the farm where she grew up and the huge rows of food. And her sister would take stuff and sell it, sit by the road and sell stuff amongst all the other people that sit by the road or squat. They all squat. I can't squat. I'll definitely need a chair. Have this red thing that is just like that. It's a cushion back and a front, and they're tied together. So you can sit down and lean back on it, but you're still on the floor. Anyway, I need that for places like museums or anywhere, beaches, wherever I'm going to end up having to sit. Unless I take a chair along. Probably buy a chair there for a lot cheaper. And you can only take a carry-on bag that fits under the seat in the front and a purse or some kind of other bag. So, my plans for the flight to occupy myself. Now there'll be the television screen, so I could always watch stuff if I really wanted to. And I have my phone, so I could download things onto my phone that I want to watch. And I've got this other thing I'm doing. I'm learning about time stamping my videos. Because my videos are very long. Some of them, when I'm just wandering around, just being live on, you can just hang out with me. So I'm going through them, and if you go into the description, description, whatever it says, then it says more. If you click on more, and then you scroll down, you see transcript. And I think that's very important to know. Especially if somebody's talking slowly, you can speed up the speed or you can just read the transcript. Scroll through it and see what you want to know. But that's especially helpful on some of these videos where it'll be a long video and they'll say, stay till the end. You know, like, so I, of course, go fast forward till the end, find out what I want to know. But, so I've been learning about timestamps, and I've been going through the transcript. I've done it on 2 very long videos now. I go through them. I think one was the soap making, and the other one was the, I don't know, bok choy, watering bok choy and other things. I don't know. I am making a shelf in the bathroom, all that stuff. So I've been going through the timestamp. You have to start at 0:00. That has to be the first thing you timestamp and put in. And then you can, as you read the transcript, it's got the timestamp and the topic. And I talk all the time, so I can pretty well see where I started talking about stuff. When I said hi to this kitty, you know, so I can write in there, Chumbles kitty cat. Use the word kitty and cat because they're tag words, right? And the name of them. So Chumbles, Dino, Meow, Mongol, and what's his name? Not Meowkiss. He died. He was taken from us by a fisher. How come your eyes are open, Willem?
I brought my shaver. I need to shave.
Okay. Then you'll be able to go back to sleep.
That close. Look at that. Look at that bird.
Nice fresh air. Glad we have another container windshield washer spray because it keeps getting dirty. You know, you have to stop sometimes and get out and wash your headlights because they get completely covered in salt as well. I think it would be a good idea to see if I can turn this into a press trip because I'll be there for a month and I could arrange all kinds of stuff. I'm going to spend a lot of time with Daniel and Anna and going around doing the stuff they do. I'll take my laptop. Yeah, if I download some of these really long videos, I can work on my timestamps during the flight. I hope I could sleep on the plane. I guess I'll take melatonin. But it'll be an evening flight anyway. It'll start at 10 or something. Hi, Graylee. Where are you guys they would grab everything. They were the best things ever. These don't grab very much. I would call them my as I was reading the transcript the other day from that video, I realized that I don't talk like other people. Willem doesn't either. He doesn't use a bookmark, he uses a page remember paper. There's such a beauty in the air when the sun is rising and it's really cold. There's a crispness, but it's a bit of a whiteness to things too. Oh, and in the dark when you're driving and it's really cold, like -19 or 20 or 8, the lights will send a beam upward. You can see a beam going straight up from all the car lights. Guess the frost in the air. Oh, it's really pretty here. Isn't that nice? Snow and everything first. Yeah, that was a nice little air exchange, don't you think? He had to empty his thing out too at the same time. Do you want to say the prayer this morning, Willem?
You do it. Okay.
Okay. I love you, Willem.
Love you too.
This is getting very dirty on the windshield very quickly. All these trucks. Okay, here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, here we are again, all thy kids. We love thee. We're grateful for thee. We're grateful for the light. Grateful for the light in our hearts and souls and minds. Grateful for the blessings, miracles, the hope which is in thee. Thank you so much for forgiving us. We do so much crap we shouldn't do. Thank you for forgiving us every time. Please help us change our ways so we don't have to repent all the time. Thank you for covering us, taking away all our sins. Thank you that the sacrifice that we need to make for our sins is just a broken heart. I'll try and spirit what?
Are we on the windshield for
No. I'm praying, darling. Could you not hear?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right.
Listen up, Willem. Get with the program.
Okay, continue.
Okay. And Heavenly Father, we like to ask that Thou bless us that we don't hit potholes and wreck our car, anybody's cars. We have so many blessings, Heavenly Father. This earth is so beautiful in all of its seasons. We get so stressed out about stuff and pressure, performing properly, being places on time. Please help us to cast it all upon Thee and help us to get to places on time and to take care of our stuff. It's amazing how much of our life is filled with taking care of our stuff. I remember moving and having no stuff, and then feeling like there was nothing to do. Boy, those are huge potholes in this road. Please bless everybody that they don't fall into them. They've got big chunks of asphalt missing. Thank you for the beauty of the winter season. Thanks for listening to us when we talk to thee. Being patient. Thank you for the spirit that we can feel when we talk to thee and other times. We're grateful to thee for our bodies that work well, our minds, our intelligence, for the opportunity to choose between good and evil and right and wrong and have experiences. Thank you for our feet, for not having them falling off from diabetes. Thank you for our legs, all the muscles that move to help us move. Thank you for all of our internal organs that function so well most of the time. Thank you for our hands and all that we can manipulate because we have all of our fingers. Thank you for the comfortable transportation that we have. As much fun as riding horses is, it's really nice that we don't have to ride horses to get everywhere or shovel up after them. It's nice that we have these cars that protect us from the wind and the weather, the cold, the hot. We're really spoiled. We are so spoiled. It'll be very interesting going to Bali and seeing people that got so much less. I don't want to be an outsider. I don't like being an outsider. And please help me make good choices with the flights. Help us all to make good choices today. With whatever our plans are, help us to plan well. We're so grateful for the restoration of the gospel on the earth in these latter days. We're grateful that our prophets are teaching us, helping us to be ready for the second coming. I didn't think it would be in my lifetime. Still might not, but it's looking like it will. But I don't know. I am not a prophet. But the signs of the times are certainly looking that way. Please bless us with all the leaderships on the earth. Bless us all that we can have good leaders that will take care of the most important things. Thank you for the variety. Thank you for the variety of the foliage. It's beautiful trees. For the variety of the weather. It's different every day. Everything about it is different. Variety of sights. The weather changes all the things that we see. Variety of sounds. So many different things that we hear. Variety of things that we can do. Our leisure activities. We have so many leisure activities. Thank you for time to be leisurely. us to make good choices, uplifting games that are filled with light and not darkness. Help us to be chaste, not fill our minds with immorality, things that Netflix and YouTube and other streaming platforms will feed us. Help us to be able to turn away from those things. Help us to consecrate our lives to Thee. Help us to spend our time in the service of others. Sometimes our leisure time, the me time, the relaxing and gaming time gets pretty big. Oh, this is so beautiful. Thank you for Canada. I love that there's so few people here. There's so much nature and so much of it is unspoiled. Please bless us today in whatever circumstance we're in, that we'll know that Thou art close by and we can talk to Thee and lean on Thee. Bless us with support. So much tragedy going on in the earth. Please bless all those people afflicted that they may help one another. Thank you for teaching us that we receive joy when we're helping others. Thank you for the friends that Thou hast given us. Are you going fast or slow? Please watch over us and bless us with the ability to think straight and to be attentive. Help us to be careful what we eat and drink, that we will not jeopardize our mental capacity or our physical capacity. Please help us to be always able to have good food to eat. Thank you for the many temples that dot the earth, and for the beautiful ordinances that are performed in them. We're grateful that we have churches that we can go to on Sunday, and that we have temples that we can attend to feel the closeness of Thy Spirit, to help us in the decisions that we make. Thank you for answering our prayers, for letting bless us with safety in all that we do today. Help us not to hit animals, or cars, or people. Help us to be good drivers and be kind to others, to serve others as we drive, to help them get in the lanes and help them to park. Help us not to be in such a hurry that we want to take from others. That has done so much for us in our lives. It has given us many experiences and we've grown from them. Grateful for all the growth that we've had. Most of our trials have been very, very difficult. Otherwise, they're not trials. Thank you for helping us to get through them and that they don't last forever. Thank you for giving us the strength to endure the trials. It changes us, makes us better. We ask that thou will watch over us all today. Keep us safe. Help us in our decisions. Help us to hear the promptings. Help us to learn how we hear thee. Help us to see thy hand in our lives. Thank you so much for the blessings of going to the temple. Please bless all the people who are attending the temple today, that their journey there and back will be smooth, that they may all be uplifted and have revelation from thee. Bless everybody in all of our walks of life as we search for truth. Help them to find it. These things we pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I saw 2 bald eagles lately, though. Beautiful white tails. They're so white. Beautiful white head. Trouble with the beautiful sunshine in the morning on a beautiful day, so we have
We have some water.
so look at it. There's water in this thing. In my bottle between us is water. But it'll. May I have some too before you put this in? Thank you. Boy, there's a lot of spray from all these people. Maybe the other lane doesn't put up as much spray. But people keep coming in on the other lane. Where are we now?
Back
I know that, but whereabouts? Over
just
here?
past Rigo.
Rigo. So this is Rigo traffic. Is it? What time is it?
I can't read it.
What did you say? 8:12.
8. I can see the 8 and the 1, but I couldn't really see
So
the
it's 8 o'clock. So people are heading to work. I was amazed at how busy it's been all the way along since, well, not in the between parts, but all the towns at 6:30. It's really busy in a small town.
Do we still have to pick this up or no?
You picked it up, right? Your yellow sheet?
Yeah, I didn't have a piece of paper.
You didn't have the piece. I told you where it was. It was in this. Did you remember that?
Okay.
Is that a definite no? order a better one. She stopped to add windshield washer fluid. So on the flight, the things I'll do, I'll put timestamps on videos if I can. I'll watch some of, or listen to some of my videos that I want to listen to. I will write in my journal. I won't be able to plug in things, I don't think. I don't know how, if things have changed now. I won't be able to plug in my laptop, so I might not be able to play Minecraft. Do they have, what kind of plug outlets do they have in Bali, do you think, Will, in Indonesia?
I don't know, dear.
Is it European, right? Like Dutch
I have no
Indonesia?
idea. I can tell you. So you have to research that.
Okay then. One thing about the sun in the winter is it never gets up higher than your car windows in Canada. At least up in this area. We're at about 45 latitude. Tried to figure out the angle of our road yesterday, what its steepness is. So I took a level and I made it be straight, and then I took a piece of paper and put it on the ground. Made the top of it be straight, and then the bottom of it I folded against the ground. Then I tried to figure out the angle, but I think I need a compass.
Compass would be much easier, yeah.
A compass is a thing like that, or is that a protractor?
No, that's compass, yeah.
The flat end and the thing, and what's the thing that twirls around like this? One side is a pencil and one side is a pin.
That's a compass.
Oh, that's the compass.
Yeah.
Well, to figure out the angle, then you need a protractor, I think, isn't it? With
Well,
straight
yeah.
bottom and a
Well, you just you start with the compass,
yeah.
and one side is lying against the road. The other one is horizontal. You preserve that angle. Go home. Then you can go to the protractor and figure out the angle.
Oh, I see. Oh, so that little thing that's has a little top on it and is got two legs, and you can turn it around. One's got a pencil in it, and one is a pin. You draw a circle with it.
Yeah.
That's called a compass.
Yeah, I think so.
I really like doing geometry. I like drawing those diagrams. It's quite hard to drive with the sun in my face
à Strobel, de toute façon, il joue pas.
Strobel, ça peut être un élément intéressant dans les prochaines années. Je pense.
Non, c'est ça. Puis ça fait partie, à mon avis, de l'avenir du club. Je pense pas que le Canadien a abandonné sur Strobel. Non. C'est pas... Fait, mais tu sais...
Flexible with friends, a family vacation, or maybe a vacation from your family. Live your best nonstop life with low fares and nonstop flights only at Allegiant.com.
Non-stop flights from Plattsburgh to Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. One way for as low as $52 US. Must be purchased by 226 2025 between 123 25 11 2025. Seats new. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Daily reminder, Walmart has low prices every day on all your weekly groceries to help you save money and live better. For example, our fresh bananas are only 68 cents per pound. Shop more low prices online.
68 cents, that's a lot.
At BDC, we know being an entrepreneur means always being ready to take on challenges and seize opportunities. Get up to $100,000 with our small business loan to make your projects a reality. Simple and with no application fees, the BDC online loan offers you flexibility to protect your cash flow with favorable repayment
What time
terms.
is it?
Apply now at bdc.ca/online loan. Certain conditions apply. BDC, financing, advising, know-how. Hey Nissan, you know I love skiing and snowboarding, but I need some winter excitement that is less chilly.
How about Rogue, Karina?
Rogue? As in Nissan Rogue?
Exactly. It's got standard heated front seats, intelligent all-wheel drive, and snow mode for extra traction on winter roads.
Wow, then I guess it's might be freezing. Hello, Rogan.
Lease the new 2025 Nissan Rogue S from only 1.99% during Nissan's Winter Ready event. Until January 31st on approved credit conditions apply. Details at Nissan.
It's the mega sale at Maxi. Take advantage of thousands of price drops, including whole chicken at $1.94 per pound, 170 grams of blueberries for $1.44, and Houston beef bavette at $6.88. More deals in Flyer and in Maxi stores.
Gear up for adventure. The St. Hyacinth Outdoor Hunting, Fishing, and Camping Show, presented by Sport Chief. The biggest outdoor event in the metropolitan area is back at Espace St. Hyacinth from January 31st to February 2nd for a weekend of full excitement. Discover the latest in hunting, fishing, boating, camping, RVing, and more. Enter to win incredible prizes, and while you're at it, practice your casting skills at the Flying Fishing Pond. Get the price at BackstageOutdoorShow.ca. With the Hyundai Canada rebate guarantee, with an additional $3,000 bonus, don't miss your opportunity to save up to $12,000 in rebates on all qualifying electric vehicles. Finance an Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 6 from 0.99%, including a loyalty rate reduction for owners, or lease a 2024 Ioniq 5 for $95 per week at 5.29%, which includes all available rebates. Hurry, offer ends January 31st. Conditions apply. Visit HyundaiCanada.com for details.
By switching to Desjardins Insurance, you could save up to $500.
Boy, this is really a Canadian,
and they've got more than 80 years experience.
Canadian culture listening to the advertisements. At least it's in English.
Yeah, it must be good.
Desjardins Insurance. We're not new to insurance, and that's reassuring. Certain conditions, exclusions, and limits may apply. The Big Breakfast Club, powered by Sorbet Boom, the sleep experts. Sorbet Boom Sleep Cozy Bed is the perfect chance to build your winter nest. One pillow, one sheet set, one duvet at a time.
Like your workstation, you're watching 2 hours minutes non-stop with Donna Sager.
Okay, well, another polar vortex. Put that one down for the books. I can't believe it's going to be like 0 on the weekend. What the heck? Hey, but we will take it. Good morning.
Where is that? Is that Vermont? Is that the station is? Oh, anyway, so I was able to see what they are. And the World Health Organization having the power to make everybody stay at home all over the world.
You only give advice, you know. But they are, I think, doing
people themselves never get to vote on what they want. It's their own taxes, and sometimes taxes are killing people, or at least taking their homes and things. And yet they're paying these taxes, and the government, there's so much government misspending, so much waste, that all this money is people try hard to pay these taxes. Anyway, so I don't know if that will mean that there will be more opportunities in places like the Bayou of Louisiana or Mississippi and Alabama, where people are very poor. I don't know. I can't have an opinion on it. Anyway, it would be nice if it was like but we are a social government. I mean, we're a democracy, but we take care of people. That's a big deal. And it goes to the people, right? It goes to help fight homelessness and to boost up people, help in many ways. But down there, they have poor people, but there's not social programs that help the poor people. There are some, but the expectation is you'll take care of yourself. And if you can't take care of yourself because you've got physical problems or mental problems, then you fall through the cracks. So, and I'm not sure that he's going to put things in to help people. I think he might line the pockets of the rich, but I don't know for sure. And why does he have all the rich people around him? Is it because they're going to create jobs? But Facebook doesn't create jobs, and Apple doesn't create jobs. Like, not more jobs. They've got enough people and stuff for everything. And Elon, he's not going to create jobs. I think he might do a good job at cost cutting. It probably is a good idea to overhaul the government, but I don't know about his take on retribution and the Justice Department and seeing enemies where there aren't any. But I do think it would be nice if there were not 440 government agencies. Have small government. Because the states seem to have tons of power.
Yes.
And they seem to be more dependent on the states having power than the federal government. And yet the government just puts all kinds of barriers to doing things. However, a lot of the barriers are good because of the greed, and people would do bad things if they were not constrained not to. You know, they would pollute the rivers and pollute the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they would ruin it all. Like the Great Lakes used to be terribly ruined until regulations were put in place and they cleaned them up. Many rivers were polluted.
Yeah, I remember Love Canal.
Which canal?
Love Canal.
The Love Canal? What's that one?
Oh, it was a terribly polluted canal somewhere in the northern states. Exactly, I forget exactly where. It's close. I think it's near one of the Great Lakes. Anyway, so it was terribly polluted and people got sick and everything. Of course, I still got sick in Flint, Michigan. That's exactly the thing.
There's lead in the pipes of the cities in the United States.
Yeah.
If you look it up on the internet, or the statistics, you can find out. And
I think it was a problem that Flint had.
excuse me?
I think it's a problem at Flint.
Flint?
Flint, Michigan. where they had a terrible pollution. I think it wasn't drinking water, and I think it was lead or mercury or something. I think it was lead. And they didn't do anything to the school about it.
But you know, there's one thing that there's estrogen in the water supply now. The filtration system doesn't get it out. And I think that those hormones have quite an impact on us.
Maybe so.
I think that so many people use birth control pills now,
Right.
and that
And
puts
flush
all
it-
that.
flush it down the toilet.
I think it should be changed. I don't think that things should be able to get into the water system. Maybe they need to change the kind. I think that lowers the testosterone of men. And too much estrogen will give us cancer, give women cancer. I don't know. There's a lot of things like that. So I'm adopting a wait and see attitude, trying not to see terrible things everywhere. Some of these new policies, there's excellent reasons for them, but there's terrible repercussions from them. And do the benefits outweigh the risks? Or what is it called? How do you say that?
Yeah, that's right. The risks outweigh the benefits or something.
I think it would be good if the United States, if people were not allowed to come in anymore, if people were not allowed to immigrate, just because it's full. But I'm not sure about how to catch people that snuck in. And, you know, it's to fix the past. I mean, right now, there's nobody to work the fields to harvest the strawberries in California. Is that what you were saying yesterday?
Yeah, people stopped coming to work because they're afraid to be deported.
Yeah, so you've got to, I don't know, they come for a good reason, you know. They come to earn money to send it home to their families. Many of them. Others just come for a better life. But there's...
Or some combination. They have a better life and some of the money they make they send back home.
Yeah. But in Mexico, when I was there 24 years ago, it was pointed out to me that there are very few working age men around anywhere. It's all women and children and older men and old women, but no working age men. And that's because they all go to the United States and work and send money home. They're migrant workers, so they go up and come back. But people here don't want to work like that. Nobody is going to apply for a job to sweep a sidewalk or to pick cotton. I mean, they have cotton pickers now, thank goodness, but to pick strawberries and all these other things, peaches and oranges. Oh, it was the oranges that are not getting picked. So that's going to create quite a problem.
Yeah, the orange harvest is in big jeopardy now.
Well, I'm glad that
And meanwhile, Canada will import oranges from South Africa.
I know, I'm grateful that we are not completely dependent on the United States. I have a friend that sent me to get groceries for her once, and she wanted me to buy certain fruits and vegetables, and she only wanted ones that were grown in Canada, which I had never seen somebody doing that before. Actually, the local things you can buy at the farmer's market, they're all organically grown because people don't need to put that on their gardens.
It's amazing
And they're expensive.
it's amazing the amount of money and fossil fuel that are spent in transporting those oranges from South Africa to Canada, for example.
Yes. Chateauguay. Chateauguay. Okay.
That's Chateauguay, I think.
Way.
Chateauguay, yeah.
I really enjoy this drive. I'm glad you're with me. I like when you're with me. Thank you for doing this. Dropping me off there so that I can go spend the weekend with Mary Jane, and I'm going to go to the temple tomorrow as well.
This is illegal. This is one.
I turned off the heat, had it on cold for a while because I didn't want to take off my coat.
I see.
But now I turn it to hot. Oh, you want it down on your feet? You want to warm them up? You're wearing your Crocs or you've got bare
Yeah.
feet?
Yeah, so halfway, maybe. Halfway up. Halfway up this way or halfway up the other way.
That's the feet.
The feet. You don't want it only on the feet, though. Mixed with feet.
So you can open your side vent and that'll give you warm air. How's that? You warm enough?
Whatever, right on me.
You can fix it. Do what you want.
It's good, yeah, okay. It's good.
What's the temperature outside? -12. Ah. Sun is up. Drives away the cold. Darkness. Do you want to get some more sleep? You can go back to sleep now. You have another hour. I really like making videos. I really like that it's recording my life. I mean, my life is just a regular life like anybody else's life, I suppose, but I like later. Thanks for